I don't know if you've noticed, but in a lot of my videos, I've been putting in my thumbnail $75,000 Bitcoin bull run. And I'm not a Bitcoin maximalist. I'm not a dreamer. I'm a realist. I've made more money in the bear market than I did in the bull market. I'm a leverage trader. We know this. But today is a bit of conspiracy. I've done a lot of research to bring you this information. So much so that on the topic, I couldn't choose the thumbnail. But truthfully, I've been thinking more of something like this, and I'm going to lay out the case for you. Okay? Unlike any other YouTuber has before. Because there is a war, a financial war going on for the last Bitcoin. There's a reason for this. I've covered this in other videos, and now I'm going to show you how it's coming to fruition. Around the globe, countries are coming out with their own currencies, central bank tokens, whatever you want to call them, their own digital currencies. You know, the governments have wanted a cashless society forever. Many of you thought, oh, they wanted a one world government. No, that's not it, because governments need to compete for GDP, gross domestic product. Okay? That's the business of government. A cashless society has always been a dream. A traceable, trackable society. A cashless environment. No more businesses hiding money from the government. Nothing. They led us to believe that crypto was ours. It was for the people. But the truth is, it's a giant tracking mechanism where everything is tracked. Soon your wallets will be KYC'd. Everything. Regulation is coming. Opportunities will be limited for the average man. Let's get deep into the world of the last Bitcoin. Now, I did a video on this, many of you probably missed it, called The War for the Last Bitcoin. Okay, it's on my, scroll down a little bit, on my BitMEX Fast Money Trader channel. Usually I open with live trades, but if you scroll down just a little bit, click videos, scroll down and find The War for the Last Bitcoin. I will talk to you about how we went to war with Iraq, okay, for weapons of mass destruction, or was it that they wanted to go off the US dollar standard? So the US dollar, we will fight to make sure it is the world currency. But now, times have changed. Over the years, they've gotten us used to credit and debit cards, and everything's become digital anyway. They let us have Bitcoin, make us comfortable with it, feel like it's our own. Meanwhile, it was their tracking system developed by the NSA. No Satoshi Nakamoto. None of that. Okay? It's the beginning of the tracking system. Now, the global pandemic has sped up this plan by 30 years. People don't want to touch cash anymore. Okay? Now, let's get back to what does this have to do with Bitcoin. Am I saying that the United States government or any government's going to use Bitcoin? No. I want you to think deeper. See, there was a time when the US dollar was backed by gold. Okay? And people say, oh, you know, this is the new digital gold. I kind of believe that. But there's a huge difference. They don't know how much gold is left in the ground, so it's not reliable. Backing currencies by the good faith and humor of the government is no longer acceptable. Many countries are already coming out with a digital currency. The US dollar must remain. We will bomb you into oblivion and take your oil. Dare you go off the US dollar standard, okay, to the euro, petro, or whatever. It's happened in history. So, Bitcoin is the only thing The only real asset class. See, all these are shit tokens. And all of the world's digital currencies, okay? Hold on, that's not what I want. All of the world's digital currencies will be considered shit tokens because they will not be backed by anything. Nothing. Forget gold. It's a joke. This is a store of value as a wooden wagon wheel is a Pirelli tire. Please. Here's the hook. There are only 18 million Bitcoin in existence. There will never ever be another one. So how can the new US, and you know it's coming, digital dollar, have value that's more than the other countries? Well, they can back it with the only thing on the planet that has a finite supply. Okay, and the very last one, the world's last Bitcoin, will be mined in many of our lifetimes. 2140. Oh, I forgot. I'm not like you. If you've ever seen the movie Limitless, I'm always 3 seconds ahead. And many of you know my story. And since time doesn't exist, it was made by humans. 3 seconds can be an eternity. So in 2140, the last Bitcoin will be mined. And then there will never, ever be another one again. Scarcity, my friend. Scarcity. This is probably one of the most hard-hitting videos I've ever done. So how can we control all the Bitcoin as a country so that we can use it to back our new digital currency, which is coming? Okay? You know, they confiscated all the gold. Okay? And when we went off the gold standard, they could easily, and everybody would volunteer, give up all your cash to get the new digital dollar. Maybe they'll even add 10% more to your card, okay, for turning in your cash as a reward. Well, how do we control, the US government control this decentralized protocol? The word was given months ago for US companies to start buying up as much Bitcoin as possible in advance, in preparation for all of this. So you follow me so far, right? Okay? Exactly how many Bitcoins are left. And there will never be any more. So this is the one asset of our era. Okay? That's unlike oil or diamonds or anything where there's an exact finite amount. So what do? Who controls most of the Bitcoin right now? Well, the US, secretly months ago, has decided to tell major US companies it's time to hoard up Bitcoin. The more we own and control of it, well, we can control a decentralized protocol. And this rare, limited availability and the confluence of events, the pandemic, the cashless society, everything the government ever wanted, can make us rich. So we start asking questions. Who owns most of the Bitcoin? Robot, come to my aid. Ready, my robot assistant?
Oracle said who holds all the Bitcoin? Grayscale, CoinShares, 3iQ etc. Group, 21 Shares, MicroStrategy, Galaxy Digital Holdings, Square, Hut 8 Mining, Riot Blockchain, Blockpoint One Tezos Foundation, Stone Ridge Holdings, US Government, Ontario Government, Tim Draper, Michael Saylor, Elon Musk.
The US government, okay, All the Bitcoin, the thousands that they confiscated through Silk Road and everything else years ago, why do you think they held them? The government auctions off everything, drug runners, speedboats, and exotic cars, and people caught up in the RICO Act. Why not the Bitcoin? Oh, they sold a little here and there. But why do they hold the majority of it? Put the pieces together, what I'm showing you. Elon Musk. Elon is a problem for Bitcoin. But he's been told to buy it and hold it. And I don't think he's going to sell it. Okay? These companies are not here because they love the technology or they love the Bitcoin itself. They were all against Bitcoin, but now it has a purpose, a use for the government. So we are going to continue to control all the Bitcoin, but now word's gotten out. So let me show you something else from Forbes, right? These are publicly held companies, okay? Publicly held, publicly traded companies, okay? That have Bitcoin on their balance sheet. MicroStrategy, Square, okay, PayPal, we know. All of these we went through. Voyager, Canada and the US, okay. All over the place. All American companies. So what happens next? China begins to fight back. I'm telling you, it's a war for the last Bitcoin. And it can really take us to 500,000. And I never talk shit to you. And I don't hodl. I'm a leverage trader. I don't care. So what do the Chinese start doing? They start buying up tons of Bitcoin. Okay? Look, Tesla turned heads last month when it revealed it had invested big in Bitcoin. And now Chinese company is jumping on it too. Meitu, a tech firm known popular, whatever, fuck, who cares, bought $18 million worth of Bitcoin and $22 million worth of Ethereum. Okay? So, the war's begun. Really the battle for the last Bitcoin. US already has superiority. But now, China and Russia, okay? And this came out a while ago, but it matters now, okay? Now, they're trying to move away from the US dollar. So let me summon my robot to read you a little bit of this. So I'm going to have my robot read you the most important part of this story. Don't forget, China already has the yuan, okay? They already have their own digital currency. Again, it shocks me. The US government, look, we own most of the Bitcoin. It's amazing. Robot, read for me.
Oracle said global policies for de-dollarization include sharply reducing U.S. debt holdings, dropping U.S. dollar's status as an anchor currency, increasing non-dollar bulk commodity trade, growing the reserve of non-dollar currencies. Zhang Xian, a researcher at the Center for Russian Studies at Shanghai's East China Normal University, noted that the Chinese government and major economic entities have recently begun to worry that they might end up in a similar situation as their Russian counterparts. They are concerned that they may become the target of sanctions and potentially even getting shut out of the SWIFT system, he explained.
See, we must maintain the world currency. If not, we will sanction you or financially ruin you or bomb you. That's that. So the war for the last Bitcoin is real. They need to back this digital dollar with something. Get all the Bitcoin you can. Even India. So we've gone through that. China and Putin are working together. Okay? Forget, even India doesn't know what to do. Of course, geez, don't this guy look like he got dropped out of a 4th-story window into his clothes? Anyway, look, of course they're trying to say they're getting ready now. They're getting us ready for regulations, okay? This means KYC, your wallet, and everything else. I was going to do another video. Subscribe and let me know if you want to see it. I'll show you the thumbnail. I don't know if I should show this. This. How to keep your crypto totally private. You know what I may do with this? I'll tell you what I'm going to do with this. Below the video is a link. There's links to everything. Get on my email list. I'll send you an email about this. How you can save your crypto and keep it totally private for you and your children and everything else. So regulation is coming. You've seen everything. I laid it out for you. I told you this months ago. You'll do everything you can to make Bitcoin, leverage trade platforms, Cubatech, whatever I'm into. Okay? Learn how to multiply that Bitcoin now, because you can leave a legacy for your family. Now, underneath any one of my videos, doesn't matter what channel you watch, I got about 12. But look, there's one link here that goes to everything. If that's too confusing, click show more, and there's links for everything. This could be one of, you know what? I'll tell you what. Join the mailing list. Join the mailing list. And sometimes it's hard for me to write an ebook. I've sent out 3 of them already. Okay? And you can choose anything you're interested in, primarily. But what I'm going to do, for everybody that gets on my email list, okay, this weekend, early this week, I'll make you a private video. It'll be embedded in the email I send you. I don't send out many emails. But look, I pay all my taxes, that's what I believe in. But what about privacy? You want some privacy? I'm going to teach you. But only if you join my mailing list. The link is below. That's what I believe. We could really see a $500,000 Bitcoin. Subscribe. Tell me in the comments. Talk to me. Watch out for the fake scammer that dresses as me or whatever and asks you for a WhatsApp number. That's not me. I'm too busy. But talk to me in the comments. Share this video. Get other people's thoughts. Does it make sense to you? This is the most logical thing, or thesis, the most logical thesis I have ever heard for Bitcoin to go to $500,000. Tell me your thoughts. Right now, click the link and get on the list, and I will send you that. Nobody knows how to do this. It's totally legal. I never encourage anything illegal. Just want everybody to get rich in crypto. Boom! I'm out. The wolves howl.